Hello, my name is Nephael and I'm here to speak. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss the current crisis that I'm noticing on the internet lately. There's a gender war that is happening, and I think that I have an opinion that needs to be heard if you care enough to listen to it. So I've noticed that men blame women for being unmarriageable or not being a wife material, basically. And then women blame men for being feminine. I'm just summarizing it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. Also, I might touch a little bit on GBV, that is gender-based violence. And though I don't have much to say about it, I just know that if you're in a violent relationship, you're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave and never look back, whether it's a guy or a woman. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this clip. So first off, I'm going to give a very strong opinion on how there's this point that I came across. There was an argument about why men cheat, blah blah blah, on a couple of videos that I came across on the internet, and then I saw a lot of the same comments coming from men. And I'm not attacking anyone or any gender, I'm just saying there's an answer to the men's problem concerning that particular situation. Some men were actually saying that once women give birth to children, they let themselves go, and then they don't look as good or as attractive as they used to be, and then it becomes a problem. The man loses interest and then they go and cheat. You see now? And that is one of the major reasons why women cannot trust men in the world today, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't trust someone who will comfortably get me pregnant, and then when my body has changed and all the problems that come with pregnancies and becoming a mother and all that, they come around and tell me that it's my fault and I'm not attractive enough. So they went ahead and betrayed my trust or became disloyal to our union. So yeah, there are so many reasons. Here's the answer to those comments. There are so many reasons why women change. It's not letting yourself go. Everybody wants to look good, basically, you see. So there is that lack of time when you're dealing with a child. There is postpartum stress. There is your body you're struggling so hard to bring it back to how. So there's this other point that I saw. Some women were talking about how they would leave the child with the father if the father is not providing for the kid after, those people who are deadbeats. So I think that's a good point. In fact, I really agree with that decision. Like, you can decide to just leave the child with the father. After all, it's the father. And then you just go get a job or start a business, get money and provide for your children. Yeah, I think that's a really, 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 really smart and bold move. In fact, go ahead and do it. There's this video that I saw where this lady was from a violent relationship. She was being beaten by the guy, and then after leaving, he kept sending her flowers, trying to apologize, following her everywhere, telling her I'm sorry. He didn't give up. He continued being persistent with it, and homegirl decided to forgive this guy. But Sasa, the problem is, the next thing that we see after she has decided to forgive him is her in the grave. Like, she died. He killed her. So that's why I say that if you're in a violent relationship, you're supposed to get out of it. Because it's not just women being killed in violent relationships, even men. Some men are in violent relationships. And people sometimes find it hard to believe that your partner is violent because they also tend to pretend so much in society that they are great people. So for your own sake, don't wait for anybody to come and save you. Just leave. Unless there's If there's some threat involved, find the necessary help instead of getting killed. And there's a lot of things that I could talk about when it comes to women and how we feel that men treat us unfair, why feminism is great, or a lot of things to counter the things that men think. But there's also this video that I watched where a therapist was telling a certain lady that no matter how you explain yourself, they're still not going to get it. It's the same way that women also don't understand some of the problems that men talk about, because naturally, yani ni nature, it's nature, it's nature. Like you can't help it. There are some things that we can only not compromise. I'm not saying that we should compromise, but we can only bring emotional intelligence and find solutions to the problems. And that can only happen if you actually will to do it. It's interesting how loud this conversation has gotten. Men pointing fingers at women, women firing back at men. On one side, we hear things like modern women are too entitled, too independent, they don't want to submit. On the other side, it's modern men are emotionally unavailable, they lack vision, they don't lead. But when you zoom out, when you really listen to the pain beneath the noise, you realize most people aren't angry. They are hurt, disappointed. We were all raised in broken systems. Many of us didn't grow up seeing love modeled in a healthy, emotionally safe way. And now we are expected to build healthy relationships with unhealed hearts. The problem isn't just gender roles, it's emotional immaturity. No, not immaturity, emotional maturity. It's self-awareness. It's people not knowing who they are, what they value, or how to even communicate that to someone else. And the truth is, masculinity and femininity are both powerful, but misunderstood. Masculine energy isn't just about dominance or money. It's about stability, direction, integrity. Feminine energy isn't just softness. It's depth, intuition, nurture, power. And when both energies are respected instead of weaponized, relationships will flourish. So maybe instead of asking who's to blame, we should start asking who do I want to become? That question leads to healing, and healing leads to wholeness. Whether you're a man or woman, it starts with you. So maybe the question isn't who's wrong. Maybe it's how do we heal? How do we as men and women begin to soften the war within ourselves first, so we stop projecting that war onto each other? Because we're not enemies, we are mirrors. And until we stop fighting what we don't understand, we won't be able to create the love, the families, or the futures we say we all want. Thanks for being here with me today. If this spoke to you, share it, and remember, healing is the real rebellion. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and stay kind. So this is the end of my video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and watch my previous videos too. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.